it sounds dramatic, but aside from like marrying my husband, it is one of the very best decisions I've ever made. It's just, I feel like I'm very kind of night and day from when I started to now. I mean, if you're looking for a true lifestyle change, if you're in a bit of a rut, first of all, I'm just like proof that Rosie's style works. It's hard to actually express the progress that I've made and how different I feel, just both like in the moment, I feel just physically better. I mean, it seems kind of sad to say, but like before I would actually kind of like walk by the mirror and I almost never was like, ooh, like, and now it's like, it is kind of sad when I look back on it. Like I never felt like I looked good. I rarely felt very good physically. And now I'm just, I don't know, it's just like a mental and physical shift that I am just feeling so much better. I feel like I look so much better, which just helps me approach my days with more energy. I really feel like it's priceless. Found Rosie after I had tried a bunch of things pretty unsuccessfully. In particular, I tried Noom, which worked for a little while, and then I fell off the wagon and I was never able to get myself back on. And in the summer of 2020, I had ACL surgery. And so my activity had decreased even more. I had been kind of steadily gaining weight in the last several years, but then after my ACL surgery, I gained even more. I was looking for somebody. I found Rosie via a Google search, and I was looking for somebody to hold me accountable. I didn't want like a one size fits all kind of thing, which actually is a little bit what Noom was. I wanted something that was truly custom for me, and that has definitely proven to be the case because we have just every single week we reevaluate things and switch things up. So it's been exactly what I'm looking for. As far as hesitations, the only thing that pops into my mind was like, oh, that's like, it feels like a big investment in an interesting way that actually for me turned out to be kind of positive. It was another thing, like Rosie herself holds me accountable, but just the fact that I'm like making this investment, a ton of results. It's really kind of night and day. First of all, off the bat, like I've lost nearly 30 pounds, which feels great. But I think even more sort of drastic than that is that I am moving so much more in so many different ways than I ever have before. I have just like this huge variety of movement that I just never did before. And I'm eating so much better than I have. I also am no longer eating like a toddler, which I have been for most of my adult life. People will see me and they'll be like, you look really good. And I'm like, thanks, I eat vegetables now. I have this like kind of nagging thing in the back of my head that is like, you tried to do that last year, that didn't really work, like what's different? And I never get around to figuring out like what is different, how am I actually going to do these things? And this year I'm like, I know that working with Rosie is the thing that is different, because most of the things that I'm looking forward to in 2022 are things that I have already made tangible steps toward, like in 2021. So I just have the most confidence that I'm going to get these things, and I'm really looking forward to like the having more energy. And I really like my comfort zone, and my husband is very like, oh, growth happens outside of your comfort zone. And I'm like, the point of life is to be comfortable. That's the point. But I'm absolutely 1,000,000% getting out of my comfort zone more often, and like trying new things is a thing that is not always on my radar, but I very much had a mindset in that regard. Like I'm excited about trying new things. I feel like worked especially well for me because I really truly I don't know if it says on her site that she's non-judgmental, but she is super like, I don't think I knew what that word meant before I worked with Rosie. Like I really didn't. I mean that. And I've just never felt judged or like I let her down or anything like that. I've just never felt anything but like encouraged and inspired. There's truly like, it's all extremely positive. I think that I get, I mean, pretty much almost every weekday, some sort of touch point with Rosie, which is huge. Sometimes for me, it's about like just being really cognizant, like when you're preparing a meal or something, or when you're hungry, you're just like, oh, because my problem before was like, I just lose my mind. And just those regular touch points with Rosie help me like not lose my mind. Just be like, okay, I'm gonna make a conscious decision here and not just like the easy decision. It's funny because I feel like I've made a big change, but while in some ways I feel like I've worked hard at it, when I think more deeply about it, if you have somebody like Rosie holding you accountable, it doesn't feel that hard. It never felt like drastic. It was super gradual. Like everything just always felt manageable. For me, starting to do more movement and like strength training, I was just like, oh, I don't, no, I don't want to do it. And Rosie made it super, super manageable. Like some of the movements that we started out doing months ago, I still do because I actually really enjoy them and they're effective. We just did it little by little. And that approach to me, the doing it little by little and just seeing this like gradual getting in shape, it feels very healthy. All the science says that's a healthy way to do it. And the way you're going to maintain it is, by doing it like gradually and like in the right way.